Mike Carey here, and you're listening to the So We Don't Forget podcast. And there you go.
And welcome to So We Don't Forget, the podcast where two siblings talk about stuff so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
I'm Jeremy, and this is Harley. She said me. This is episode 57. So this one's a little bit different because we just witnessed history this past week.
That's correct.
Mr. Kendrick Lamar performed at the Super Bowl. Or should I say the Super Bowl was performed at the Kendrick Lamar concert.
Quite true.
So we figure, since everyone's talking about it, we'll talk about it. Just right off the bat, just spoiler alert, that is dope as hell. Awesome, amazing.
Is that a spoiler
Also,
alert?
well, in the case they're like, well, what do they think? I'm just telling you right off the bat. This isn't supposed to be like me petting my cat because I'm like an evil genius or something. She just wants attention. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, just like it was really cool. I enjoyed it. Oh, and he also posted the audio from that on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that. So
That's right. You can listen.
usually people don't do that. Normally I just watch the YouTube video, but I haven't listened to the audio of it because we were talking about in the family chat about it, but like Kendrick is one of the artists I like to listen to whenever I go to the gym because it just pumps you up. Kendrick, Logic, stuff like that. That always gets me like,
I'll say
good
it's
set.
for any time.
Oh yeah, I'm saying I'll just listen to it on the way home again too, or Avenged Sevenfold. I like listening to them too sometimes when I'm working out. But anyway, we're not talking about them.
talking about
I'm
Avenged
say, well, that's what I was gonna say.
Sevenfold.
We're talking about Kendrick Lamar, K. Dot.
That's right. So it's still quite the buzz on
Yes, it is. The
online.
memes. Love the memes. My favorite one is the one of him smiling. Hilarious. I
Oh,
love
that
it.
was perfect. When he looked in the camera and
It
said,
said,
"Say Drake,"
"Hey
I
Drake."
was like, that right there.
What you said? That's my
Maul
guy.
started jumping up off the couch
Did
actually at
he?
this point. Yeah.
I wish I would have been able to watch it with you guys because I was like, damn, that would have been awesome. No lie. So Harley, this cat right here, was laying down on me, just like being whatever, kind of being a cool cat. I'm not even joking. Kendrick starts. This is her. This is her watching the TV. She sat up. She heard
has
Kendrick.
a
She
smile on.
said, everybody rise up. Look at her. She said, that's my guy right
She
there.
said she had a watch.
She did. She enjoyed it. I thought I
My
took another
thing
picture
is,
of her. I
if you
didn't.
don't think, one clearly obvious hater, I don't know if he's still a hater, but John. John was a little baby about it. He said he was
He was.
mumbling, he didn't like it, so and so was better. And John, I just have to say, for you saying that makes you sound like a privileged white boy. And I know you're going to be pissed about that, but I don't know what to tell you. Because that was not even just about Kendrick performing. It was so much about just black people and America in general.
They literally had Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam.
Yeah. And I've seen other people putting different music over Kendrick's performance saying, oh, this would have been better. And how dare you? Like, it's literally Black History Month. He's trying to say about how hard it is for not just anybody, but black people in America.
Especially right now.
And you want to try to make it about you. If your arm was broke and you went to the doctor for it, and you'd be like, we got to take care of your arm. You're like, oh, whoa. Well, what about the rest of my bones? Well, the rest of your bones aren't broken right now, okay? It's about your arm. So that's what I have to say about that. There was so many
Mic drop.
symbolic things throughout the entire performance.
You can't see, but I just said when I did that, Harley's hair just went everywhere. So.
Oh yeah, it's been flying.
Oh yeah.
So many different symbolic things. And one of them thing that was like Trump was there, and he even said like, you picked the wrong guy. But my thing is, Trump is probably too stupid to even understand that he was making that comment about him.
Probably. I heard he left right after the halftime anyway.
Well, probably.
That's because they not like us. Anybody I see or saying bad stuff about it, or like, oh, I didn't understand it, blah blah blah. I just comment, they not like us.
No, if you don't understand it, you're part of the problem. Why don't you look into it a little more? As soon as I saw him with them jeans on and that hat, I said, that gonna make a comeback. And the jeans are sold out. They cost $1,300, but they sold out. Yeah. I want to get a pair, but obviously not that. I'm gonna get like a dupe. I'm gonna get a dupe.
There you go.
Many people had said that they think he wore those jeans because they were popular 60s, 70s when there was like revolution stuff going on.
Right.
So it's kind of a thing if you wear them that you are a part of it.
Hmm.
So get yourself some flare jeans.
There you go.
I told Jeremy to get them. He said no.
Yeah, cause those anytime I had pants like that in the past, they just would be wet all the time because they're too long. I could get
Tatiana
shorter
said
ones.
she was thinking about getting some.
She did say that.
I think she's gonna get them. But then there's other people who saw the hat and they said, no, if the hat comes back, it's because I wear it. Nobody sees you guys. Jeremy's one of them. Oh, I sometimes wear a hat
I
backwards.
have worn it backwards. Like,
But it doesn't.
you can't bring something back that never left.
It left.
It never did. People wear it.
Tom
Tom DeLonge wears a hat backwards all the time. Fitted.
Yeah, but that's Tom DeLonge. Think
Mhm.
of before, everybody wore a fitted hat.
Yes, they did.
Everybody
People still
did.
do.
But not as the extent. You can say some people still do. Some people still wear mullets.
Mhm.
Some people still wear
Do
jorts
it for Dale.
and the cutoff
I-
sleeve shirts.
I
Don't
see
mean
what
they're
you're
in
saying.
fashion.
That's true. I don't care what the fashion is. I wear what I want.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they come back, it's because of him.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm sure it will. I'm sure people are like, you know what? That's it right there. How many people do you think are going to dress up like him for Halloween this year?
I hope they do.
Think about it. All of a sudden, they just put not like us on. They just start walking around. All of a sudden, you say certified lover
so.
boy. That'd be hilarious. Calling it right now. That's gonna be a thing for this Halloween. People are gonna be dressed like Kendrick.
I hope
And
so.
Have you seen those memes too? People like how they're like he's doing that side step side to side. It's like me since Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm like, true.
that's
I
me.
had TV off stuck on my head like all day at work, so I had to listen to it on the way home.
You got to.
It
And
slaps.
yeah, he brought DJ Mustard out too,
Mhm.
which was great.
I had this thing. I was gonna start this episode and I already forgot. I guess I'll just do it now. Today we're talking about mustard.
Tara, she said seriously.
Sorry. It's funny when that album came out with the whole mustard thing. Jamal literally just typed in our group chat, "Mustard." I'm like, "What?" And then you just texted me personally, "Mustard." I'm like, "What is this?" And I found out what it was.
Great song.
I was thinking about it today, not about that. Well, kind of it goes along with the whole Kendrick thing, which not like us. So, for those of you who don't know, which I guess you're living on a rock if you don't know, there's a whole beef with Kendrick and Drake, and that song is about Drake. I remember we were gaming when this whole thing was going on. I don't remember what we were playing, but I remember Jamal was on. We were like gaming like every night, whatever, and Jamal would get on, and what was like that? They call it the week. I was watching a video about it today, and it called that weekend something about the weekend of no return. Like I remember, whenever the songs were dropping, Jamal was like, "Oh, he just dropped another song. Oh, Drake just dropped another song." I remember when Not Like Us dropped. Jamal, I think, was like within minutes of it dropping. He's like, Kendrick just dropped another track." And we're like, "What?" And
it
then
was amazing.
yeah, I remember him listening to it and us listening. All of a sudden, do the A minor part. He's like, "Yo!" I was like, "What?" He's like, "He just said A minor," which I saw a reel too. Someone talking about that. It was before the Super Bowl. It's like, how do you? He's like, even if someone hated me that much, I wouldn't want to know that everyone knows the song to like my diss track. He's like, people are gonna be
Wow.
sitting there singing like all the words, word for word. He's like, just gonna put the microphone. They're gonna say A minor, and that's exactly what happened. That's the loudest I've ever heard a Super Bowl was them saying A minor. Hilarious.
There's
I
video
loved
of
it.
them saying pedophile too, but
Yep. I'm saying I
so
was
you did the
watching a
crowd
few.
on that.
Yeah, I was watching a few videos of people who were actually there, and it was loud. People, I've seen other people haters trying to say that it was added in. It was not. It was loud. It was
That
loud.
was on.
I was talking to Ben about it because I showed him the picture. We were talking about the cat, and I showed him Harley. Whatever. I was like, "Oh, that's when Kendrick happened." He's like, he's like, "My day at work wasn't the best, and it kind of sucked." He's like, "But hey, at least I'm not Drake."
Yeah,
He
I
said,
wonder if
"Dude went
Drake's
up
sitting there
there."
crying.
Yeah, he said, "Dude went up there." He said, not only did he make the song, he said he sang it, national TV in the biggest sporting event. And he said, "You're talking about you." He said, "At least I'm not Drake." Because my
I've
favorite
been
part,
saying for years, he's a
I know,
crybaby.
my favorite part was when I'm like, I wonder if he's going to say, "Hey, Drake." All of a sudden, "Hey, Drake." He does that smile. I was like, he did it.
Beautiful smile. He
Oh,
just said, "I'm telling you now."
and anyone who said he didn't deserve it, you're wrong. I'm just going to say it now. You're
Drake,
wrong.
the guy's
No, I'm talking about Kendrick playing at the Super Bowl. I
oh
guess I should have prefaced that first. Sorry.
yeah, Jeremy's not good at
Yeah,
whatever you want to
my
call
mind's
that.
all over the place. Sorry, but yeah, Kendrick absolutely deserved to play at the Super Bowl. 100%.
Oh, 100%, 110%.
And not just for that one song, because he played a bunch of other hits too. Like people forget that he also had Damn, what was that? 2017, I think. That won a bunch of Grammys too. Let's see. How many Grammys? Yeah, 2017. I'm looking
Yeah, I
how
was
many
like, he's
Grammys
having a great time. He just recently went to the Grammys and won all of them, I think 5, and
He
then
has
played the Super
altogether
Bowl.
22. He's been
As he
nominated for
deserves.
57. Yes, he does.
Should have got more.
I remember when he was announced, I was like, oh, I wonder how this is going to go. And then, excuse me, did he get announced before or after Not Like Us dropped?
After.
That's what I thought. People said that Not Like Us got him it, but still. Hit after hit. I like too how he kept like teasing that he was gonna play it, and he's like, "Oh, but they like to sue." I was like, "Got him."
Yeah, because Drake be suing everybody because he's a
hmm
crybaby. I've said for years before the beef
I
happened,
will say, Felicia's been telling me for years how much of a crybaby Drake is.
he's a crybaby. 1, 2, he has never evolved. He's been the same. I say he makes music for like high school relationship type. Like he don't make songs about anything real. It's all just high school drama stuff. That's just what Drake is. Jamal had asked me before, he's like, well, what if you met Drake? Like, what would you do? I said, I don't care. I said I wouldn't have a problem talking to the guy, not like I'd be starstruck. I'd be like, hey Drake, like, grow the up, man. Why are you a baby?
Like she said, she walked up to him and was like, "They not like us. Turn his
I was like,
TV off.
dude,
Turn his TV off. Turn his
you
TV off.
suck.
Turn
If
his
I
TV off."
met Kendrick, that'd be another thing. I don't think I'd be able to even speak. I would
Kendrick's
try.
Kendrick's that guy.
I would try. Um, I was gonna say that the thing is he did it, and then like Dre or Kendrick's not the type of person that's gonna go and like explain all the. You got
hmm
to figure it out.
Right.
So there's been things. Of course, I would love to go on TikTok and look at it, but I got a new phone, and now I don't have TikTok,
I didn't think about that. You
so
can't go back in the because it's deleted from the store.
it's not available in the U.S. So I
Ooh,
can't.
I
I
forgot
went that
about
night, and I'm
that.
like, "Why won't it download?" And Jamal's like, "I feel so bad. I'm the one that told you to get the phone." I'm like, "Yeah, but I wanted it, and I didn't even think about it." So
I didn't
I've
even
been
think about
on.
that.
I didn't either. So now I've been on Threads. Um,
Oh, is that why you started using Threads?
yeah. The thing
Ah,
is, how I accidentally signed up is I had Threads for so we don't forget,
right.
and I thought I was logging into that, and I was like, "Oh, I put my actual account on here," and then I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna use Broke Girl Travels," because when I made mine for my account, all
hmm
these people from work started following me,
Oh boy,
and I was like, I'm gonna go on Broke Girl Travels instead
there you go.
and do that." But it's been a lot of Kendrick stuff on there, so that's very good. I've been reading a bunch of stuff on there, which is good.
hmm
Reels is not the same as TikTok. It's harder to find stuff. I feel like the stuff comes out late and you can't get it on there. So I've been on Threads. So go find Broco Travels on
There
there.
you go. I've
Give
been
her
on
a follow.
Threads.
I'm gonna say it's much friendlier and more inviting than on Twitter.
Have you downloaded Blue Sky yet?
No.
I still need to download that one. That's supposed to be pretty good. It's supposed to be better than Twitter. It's actually moderated and fact checked and stuff like that.
Oh, well, Threads seems better than Twitter. I'll be on there.
Threads pretty good. I was on Threads day one.
Day one. That's what he
Day one.
says.
I was.
But there's lots of people on there talking about the symbols and stuff about how
Mm-hmm.
when he made the American flag, it was made up of all black men
Yep.
and then was divided down the middle and he was standing in it. So people have been talking about how that could be how America's divided. And then they were on steps. So people also speculation of if it is about how slavery and how black people are the ones that help build America. That's on there. And at one point they had a linked arm to become chains,
Mm-hmm.
which was, just people are like, oh, is that chains of like how everyone seems like locked up in everything for what's going on? There was so many things.
Very many
There's
things.
one where they're on the street and there's an overhead shot and they're all laying out like chalk when people are
Yep.
dead in the streets.
I did see that too.
And I'd say I have never seen a Super Bowl performance where they had every camera shot like
Locked in.
figured out like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because generally I
Like you
think they
can
just had
tell
like a
like
general idea, but you could tell like it was very planned out big time. Did you know this is a true thing? They said that Kendrick Lamar has bypassed the most viewed Super Bowl of all team, most viewed Super Bowl halftime show of all time, which was Michael Jackson. He beat him out.
I did see that.
So, and they also said they lost like I think 1 million or something viewers afterwards. People were like, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
because it
people
sucked."
dropped
Everyone's like,
out.
"No, it's like they only watch it for the halftime show because that's what people do." No one cared who won the game. Well, I wanted the Eagles to win because I didn't want the Chiefs to
Well,
win.
yeah, we wanted Eagles to win
Yeah, I'm
because
tired of the Chiefs. They
nobody
won.
wanted.
They won 3 times within the past, I think, 5 years or something. They had had enough. Plus, they're just
You
too
guys did
cocky.
it enough.
They're cocky. I don't like them.
Oh, they're so cocky. I don't know,
Not
like the
anymore because they
quarterback,
lost.
whatever that
Ha ha.
quarterback's name is.
Mahomes. Oh, he's annoying.
God, he's a baby, and him and his wife are Trumpies. So go be Trumpy somewhere else. And whatever Taylor's boyfriend's name is,
Travis
I swear
Kelce.
to God, he had a buzz cut. Next thing you know, he has longer hair.
People were joking about that. They think he went to Turkey and got a hair transplant.
It came out of nowhere, didn't it?
I'm saying I don't remember him having that luscious locks.
Normally, it takes time, and you see them growing their hair out. His was short, long,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks weird on the guy, to be honest with you.
It does look interesting.
But I couldn't believe there were so many interceptions during that game too. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was great. I remember I wasn't. Or no, yeah, I forget what happened. I think I went in the kitchen or something, and all of a sudden I heard like crazy stuff going on, and they got a pick six. I'm like, thank you. We love
Yeah,
it.
they were working.
Thank you, Philadelphia. I mean, Philadelphia's fans kind of suck too, but I wanted them to win over the Chiefs.
Well,
I
yeah,
I
Chiefs
think
win.
it's like that for most teams. If they win too much, you're just like, I'm done. But the Chiefs just like, I don't know, they just
They're just so cocky and just,
yeah.
dude, nobody
Plus, they didn't have the
cares.
calls from the refs, so that was
Yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
really
Then
can't
the
win
funny thing was
without
they were
that.
complaining about calls from the refs.
Yeah, normally they get all of them, but not this time.
Nope.
Also how Miss Williams was in there. Serena Williams,
Yeah, she
crazy.
was.
When I first saw that, I was like, "What is that her?" And
That
that
was my
was.
thing. And then they showed her again. I'm like, that is Serena Williams. I'm like, what? And then you found out the meaning behind it. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because they used to like date or whatever, and then I guess Drake decided to diss her husband. Problem is. And she did the crip walk, which was actually what she did for the Olympics game where she got fined. I don't know how much
Mm-hmm.
money she had to pay for that, but
There was like a big scandal or something, they said.
yeah.
I saw a video of her. I think she posted it on her Instagram of her like waiting on the sidelines, like getting ready. And then they like tell her, okay, go ahead. She does her thing. She just walks down.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I was like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I walked by. I was like, is that Serena Williams? And then all of a sudden they show her again. I was like, that is Serena Williams.
Yeah, I
I'm
was like,
like,
oh,
what?
that's crazy.
And then once you, like I said, did a deep dive, you found out, oh, that's what's going on. Look
I'm
at
saying
that.
a lot of stuff you kind of have to look into.
It's all in the mind sometimes. As then you gotta look with your eyes
Yeah.
open. Don't just do this. You're like, oh, I didn't like it. You gotta open mind.
Yeah, and
I
the
say
thing
one
was,
thing. It's like we sat the Maroon 5, Aerosmith, and all that. Give this to us. I'm like, yeah.
yeah, there was plenty of ones that were not that great.
The one Maroon 5 is the one that comes to mind that I did not like. That was just Maroon 5 is okay, but
I feel like all he did was just to be shirtless.
yeah. I mean, they have some good songs, but to one for me, Moves Like Jagger, that is just way overplayed because
Oh, I hate that song.
it was constantly on the radio that one year, and I was just like, ugh, it's horrible. I hear the doo doo turn it off. I'm just like, get away from me. I don't know, thanks.
Yeah, I don't listen to that. If that comes on, that's a big skip.
That was also the Super Bowl where they were supposed to do the whole SpongeBob thing, and then they ended up just like playing a little bit, and the Travis Scott came out. People got mad about that too.
Forgot about that.
Trying to think what other ones. One that I always liked was the Bruno Mars one. That's a really good one.
I
was
thought
like-
you were gonna say the NSYNC one.
Well,
from
that
back
was
in
going to be
the
my
day.
next one. I was going to say the most recent out of most recent ones. Most recent would be the I think it was 2013 Super Bowl where it was Bruno Mars, and the one Felicia mentioned. I still think that's still my all-time favorite. It was NSYNC, Aerosmith, Britney Spears was
Britney.
there, Nelly I think was there, right? Or was it somebody else?
I don't remember.
Maybe it wasn't Nelly. Let me see. No, Nelly was a different Super Bowl. Let's see, Super Bowl 35, and the Backstreet Boys sing the national anthem that day.
Oh, so they were both there.
No, it was Nelly. Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Nelly, and Mary J. Blige. The show was titled "The Kings of Rock and Pop."
Yeah, that was a good one.
I remember we had it on a VHS. We used to watch it all the time. Mustard.
Here's the thing that I just recently found out. DJ Mustard's actual first name is Dijon.
I seen that too. I'm like, what? A cool thing too
I
about
had no
that Super
idea.
Bowl 35 was how they had Ben Stiller do the intro part. Remember they were like in the locker room. We're about rock and rollers and out of
Oh,
controllers. I'm watching it
forgot
right
about
now.
that.
Speaking of Ben Stiller, we can take a branch off of that. Well, I forgot where I said I was last week, but I'm one episode I need to watch, and then I'll be completely caught up until that episode comes out tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it tonight
Well,
so that
then
way I can
yesterday you
watch it.
should watch it tonight so you're
I'm
caught
saying
up.
that's my plan. I was gonna watch it last night, but I was too tired because we gamed a little too late and I had to wake up early.
I
Brandon
told
text.
Jamal, I said, that's how you know Jeremy actually liked it because he actually watched it.
Oh, you told him I was gonna caught up?
You told him. He told me.
I didn't tell him I was that caught up yet, though.
Yeah, he told me last night.
What? I didn't tell. I told him I had a few more episodes. I
He
think.
told me, Jeremy said he's caught up.
No, he must think I'm caught up. Well, I told him I was pretty. Let's see. What did I say I was? Oh, I told him the other day I started season 2. I haven't told him anything yet. Oh, I just realized I didn't ever texted him back. I typed it up and forgot to. Yes. How about the finale? That finale was crazy. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but very, very good show. Once again, I want to formally apologize to Felicia and Jamal who've been bugging me and like pleading with me to start this show. How
Oh,
amazing
I
it is.
know. And then what does he say? Well, I
Nah,
thought it was
nah.
going to be stupid.
I did. I apologize. Felicia and Jamal have very good taste in shows, and this is one of them. Plus, let's be honest here. People bring it to, and it's true. Apple TV has some of like the best TV shows out there. Like their show is like so good. Another good one is Ted Lasso. Felicia still needs to watch that. That's a very good show.
Yeah, I'll say another one on there that Janae actually told us to watch was Silo.
Silo, I hear good things about it.
The thing was that she explained it in a way Jeremy wanted to explain it, not Felicia. Like she literally
Any plot
gave
points and
away
stuff?
she literally told us about like the first like fucking 3 episodes, like everything that
Oh,
happened. Because
I
then
try not
everything
to
would
do that,
happen.
but
I'm
then
like,
it happens.
I'm like, well, there it goes, there it goes. And honestly, it's not that great.
Don't
It's
you hate
not.
that when someone tells you to watch something, you're like, it's okay.
Well, she made it sound really good, but then the thing is that they did not go in the direction
That you thought they're gonna take?
that they were going to take. They took another one.
Mm.
And I don't know, because then Jamal's like, do you want to watch it? And I was like, yeah, we can watch it. But it's a show where you turn on, and I just end up being on my phone because. And Jamal can't say that he likes it because last time I put an episode and he fell asleep like 2 minutes into it. It's not that great.
Yeah,
If you think it's great, comment down below. But I'm going to be honest, there's just a lot better shows.
right.
If you're going to compare it to Severance and say Severance is a 10, Silo is
Yeah.
like, to me, honestly, like a 3. And that's being
Really?
generous. Yeah.
Damn. Maybe I won't watch it then.
No,
But
watch it.
Ted Lasso is a show that you and Jamal need to watch. That's a very good show. I showed you the first 2 episodes on
We
vacation.
started it.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes.
Well, yeah, we started it.
You'll get there someday. It's very
But
good.
the thing is, Jeremy wants us to watch it, but then he wants us to game. And then we
Hey,
game.
hey, now.
We game until it's time to go to bed, and then
That's
I
the thing.
can't.
I will say, we've been addicted to Phasmophobia, which I'm very, very glad that Felicia got it. But the problem
Brandon's
is,
waiting in the rafters right now.
he is. He's just waiting. He's like, hello, you guys ready? The problem is, we'll literally play for hours. Like, no lie, we'll get on, like, 6, 7, whatever, and we'll play past our bedtime. Before, like, we were playing Call of Duty, which I still need to finish all the weapons, but I'm like, I'd rather go ghost hunting. I'll talk more about, I know we keep talking about, but anyway, like, we'll play it, and it'll go past our bedtime. Whereas before, it'd be like around 9 o'clock, okay, we gotta wind, as Jamal doesn't like me saying, but we gotta wind down, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, okay, one more game. We died, okay, we gotta do another one. Okay, we died, one more game. This
I'll
is
say,
it.
don't let it be an off day. Next thing you know, you've been playing for 8 hours.
Yeah, that one day I streamed the one stream I had was almost 6 hours. I think it was like 5.5. And then I also did like a 2-hour stream earlier when I was playing Demonologist with Brandon. Brandon and I started on Demonologist. That's scary. Like, just the sound design of it, and it's just creepy and scary, like a lot of jump scares. Phasmophobia is more like puzzle based, I think, but it's still scary. Like, the thing now, because we're playing on a harder level, what keeps happening, what happened yesterday actually, we're in a room checking out stuff, and then I go down the stairs in the lighthouse, and there's the ghost. He turns around, dead. Just like that. No
I
warning.
feel like he's very aggressive in the lighthouse. Me and Brandon played there earlier, and we're walking, looking for clues. As soon as we get to that top level,
Yep.
all of a sudden, bam, attacked, killed me.
Damn.
Instant.
I've noticed at harder levels. So basically, I think I've talked about, but who cares? I'm talking about it again. You're a ghost hunter, and the thing I like you have to, they leave evidence, and you have to figure out what evidence so you know what ghost it is. But then there's also side objectives. One thing I wish they would implement in there, and Brandon and I talked about it, is in Demonologists, the way they do it is you guess your ghost, and then after that, then you get your objectives, and then after that, if you complete all the objectives, you can do an exorcism, and then you get extra points with it. It'd be cool if they added the exorcism part to this. But anyway, the thing I like about it is no two games are the same. Like, it's always different.
Yeah, that's true.
Like this one, might be like, okay, you got it right away, but then there's like the sad objectives, or you think it's the ghost, but it's not. That's happened to us a couple of times too. We're like 100% it's this ghost, and then we're like, what the we're wrong.
Yeah, that happened to us earlier, actually.
Plus, we're all competitive people, so we all want to get it. It's funny because sometimes we're like, we got to get all the objectives, or we're not leaving, and then like one or two of us will die. Like, I don't care anymore. We're just gonna guess. Let's just leave. We're over this.
Yeah.
Because sometimes too, the ghost is too like it probably sounds scary, but it's not that scary once you get into
No.
it. Like the ghosts, like you'll walk into the room and like the ghost starts hunting. Which what happened when the ghost starts hunting? The front door locks. You can't get out. You gotta hide. And if you have
You
any
can
kind of
hear it chasing you.
any electronic device, it's gonna kill you. Tatiana killed Brandon yesterday because she was holding a thermometer in her hand, looking around like this, and she wasn't hidden. And Brandon came too after like we went back to the lobby. He's like, Tatiana, what's the number one rule when a ghost is chasing you? She's like, hide. It's like, what's the second rule then? She said something. He said, Tatiana, electronic devices. Oh no.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm sorry, Brandon. He's like, yeah, you weren't even hiding. Tatiana.
They go off electronic.
Very, very fun. I love that game. I think about it all the time. I've been trying to remember a game that like I've been like this involved in. It's in a long time. I can't think of any.
It's to the point where all of a sudden you'd be walking around your house and you're like, did an EMF just go off?
No lie. I texted them it was yesterday, the day before, and I said I could have swore I'm getting ready for it. I could have swore I just heard an EMF go off. I said I think level 3, and Brandon's like, good thing it wasn't a 5.
Yeah, earlier when
so
I got killed, we had no evidence.
Oh
and
no,
then,
that's the worst when like everyone dies and you're the only one left and
well,
there's
it's
no
just
evidence.
me and him. Tanya never got on.
What a
So
jerk.
then the ghost started hunting him, and he just stayed out in the open. He said, just kill me already. And he let the ghost kill him so we could start a new match.
I
It was
just would have
just
guessed.
him in the lighthouse.
I just would have guessed.
It was
That's what
chasing him
I do. Oh.
on the stairs going,
That's the thing too happened in the lighthouse yesterday. It was Felicia or Boo. Felicia or Tanya were by me. And I heard a noise. I'm like, is that them? So I stopped and they were talking. And I see the ghost running on all fours down the stairs dead.
yeah, that was scary.
That part is scary.
Saw you pass me. I was trying to see if he came here, but he didn't.
Oh. He said no.
It's those new people moved in across the street. And you know when you first move in, I feel like you get a bunch of packages. I feel like every day
Right.
like package. It's
What
all
do they
them.
get now? But yeah, if you haven't tried Phasmophobia, highly, highly, highly recommend it. The funny thing was, after we all bought it, it went on sale again because it was on sale for like the New Year, and then we bought it afterwards, and then it went on sale again. But we already have it. Because
I would just say this though: if
Mhm,
you're
go
not
ahead.
all on PlayStation, somewhere on PC, you have to use the in-game chat.
Yep.
Which Jamal always says, I can never talk to you guys online anymore.
That's sad. Yeah, but he doesn't always get in the party anyway. And if he does,
Usually.
that's true. That is
I
true.
said,
Sorry,
wow.
Jamal. Well, I talked to Mr. Brandon. I try to tell him because if he gets the Discord, we can set it up through that way to do it. But it does. I mean, it's nice, but also it's kind of cool in a way because it's like I don't know, I feel like it like puts you more in it because then you like because you have local chat which is close to you, or you can use the
He
walkie
just wants to
talkie.
use the walkie-talkie. That's
Well,
what it is.
I just feel like it feels like I'm actually there in a way because you're like actually using the walkie talkie,
Feels like he's there.
which would suck because I don't want to be there when any ghosts, man.
Earlier, it was like really bright outside, so the sun was sitting on the TV, and it was hard as hell to see.
I bet.
I was
So
like, I
that
can't see
game is
fucking
dark.
Shit.
I took my screen. That's what people told me to do. Felicia said it's cheating. I turned my brightness all the way up as high as I could go,
What is
like that.
cheating?
But then I could see.
I had it turned up, and I still couldn't see. The sun was on the TV.
I say it can be hard to see. I'm liking the lighthouse more. I still like the first map. That's my favorite one, I think. Besides,
You know
the
what I found out
lighthouse.
is not a good map?
What's that?
Sunny Meadows.
Really? Which one's that? Is that the Insane Asylum?
Yes.
Oh, no, I don't like that one. That's the one that
Just like Brandon
Brandon
said, Jeremy hates this map.
we're
Everything's echoey.
yeah. Were you? Oh yeah. Me and Tanya and Brandon played the one the first day. You soon walk in the room and it was echo, which is creepy. You were on the one that one time we were walking around. We couldn't figure out. We're like, or is it just me and Brandon? I don't remember. Anyway, we're just going down the hall. We couldn't find anything. We're like, hey, we're just gonna leave. All of a sudden, we're like, are we being hunted? Dead, like that.
At
Dead.
the Insane Asylum?
Yeah. It was
No,
just me
today
and
was my
Brandon.
first day playing there.
Oh, just me and Brandon.
Because
Then.
Brandon's like, check out all
I
this
think that was
blood.
before you. I think that was before you bought it. Because I remember we put it on a hard mode. Like we were just walking around and then we just died. Yeah, it was just me and him.
We were close when we played the figuring out the ghost, and then all of a sudden we came out of the room the ghost was in,
And killed you.
and then all of a sudden Brandon said, "Run, run, run." Door was locked from the hallway. Brandon said, "I
Oh
don't even know
man.
that door could lock." Dead.
Oh no. That happened to me with Brandon and or no, the one we played, the school, where I went to leave and I got caught and died. And that's when Felicia walked in the door. She said, "Jeremy's dead?
Yeah, Brandon was
Brandon!
dead.
Brandon!" Felicia and Tanya both like to stay behind, like, we need to get this one little piece of evidence. And then they die.
Well, because sometimes you're trying and you're like, okay,
Yep.
maybe if I can figure this out, then we'll know
Right.
who the ghost is. I'll sacrifice myself.
like yesterday, Felicia's like, "I'm gonna stay back." I'm like, famous last words. Next thing I know, Tatiana says, "Felicia's dead."
Dead.
Or one other time, I went by Brandon to walk in the door, and he said, "Yeah, it killed both of them. I looked, and both your bodies are on the ground, just chilling."
Yeah, I try to figure out like what is at the point that no one can hear you anymore, and I'm not sure when it exactly drops out.
I always just hit the button right before I die when I see the hands, and I'm like, I'm dead. But I don't know if anyone ever hears me.
I think when you see the hands, it's too late.
I think so too. You can hear a noise. Oh, there is a thing Brandon told me about, which I do, is that if you play the game, and in-game chat, if someone dies, if you hit the red circle, you mute them and then unmute them, then you can hear them when they're next to you. You can't use the walkie-talkie, but you can still hear them. So, how we communicate when we're dead, if you can't hear the person, you'll be in the truck and like, "Hey, we're gonna go with this ghost, or this we have this evidence. Do you understand?" And you take something and you chuck it at them. So, or
You
you'll
gotta
be
throw it.
you'll be walking, all of a sudden you'll see like a shoe or something get thrown, and you're like, "Oh, hey Felicia," and you'll see another shoe get
Well, it's
thrown.
also helpful because you're like, did you see dots?
Yep. So just like throw
Shoe.
something.
All right.
Yeah.
Dots.
Because
Perfect.
sometimes the audio thing doesn't work, the little trick, but when it does, it's nice. When it doesn't, you do that. Like it was yesterday before you got on. I remember we were at the lighthouse, and I was all the way upstairs, and the ghost it started hustling down the stairs, so I ran and I kept throwing something at Brandon. Oh, it was a cup at Brandon and Tanya. Like, "Oh, hi, Jeremy." It's like la di dee, la di da. All of a sudden, like run, run, run. Then Brandon died. I said I would kept repeatedly throwing the cup, trying to get you to run. He's like, "Oh, I just thought you were trying to say hi."
I
I'm like,
thought you were
"No,
saying hello.
that was me trying to say run, 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 run." Because some of the ghosts are fast as hell.
Yeah, and I think like in the lighthouse, they're always fast. Like we heard them running down the steps, and we were like,
And
"Well,
plus,
this
it's
is it
loud. It
for us."
echoes. The first time we played the lighthouse, I mean, we were just like lollygagging, like whatever. We got to the bottom. All of a sudden, we're like, "Huh?" Brandon, it's like the door's locked. He's like, "The ghost is hunting." We're like, "What?" Like, yeah, it's hunting. We didn't even know.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to know.
I like the lighthouse though. It's big enough. Well, at first it was big enough where the ghost wouldn't get you, but then they became so fast, and the higher you go, it's harder. So.
Yeah, I feel like I die a lot at the lighthouse now.
Me too. Plus, there's a rank up system and all that, so get better equipment. I look forward to all the better stuff. Here we are again talking about Phasmophobia. But it's a great game, man.
What can you do? You should download it. Tanya should play.
She should. Hopefully, she'll
She
play
didn't
today.
play earlier today. I don't know
That's
why.
unacceptable, Tatiana. How dare you?
What was she
You were
even
off
doing?
all day.
I was saying we even put it in the chat.
You put the numbers and everything.
Yeah, so there was no excuse.
So if you're looking
Tanya.
for something to do with your gaming friends, get Phasmophobia. It's available on Xbox, the newest one, Xbox One X, PlayStation 5, or PC.
What is this? An ad?
Why not? Well, when people are like, "Oh, I have a PS3 and I want to play," that shit gotta
You
run.
said it like an ad, but no, they're not sponsoring this. But
No.
what we can mention is mic cover. Get yourself a mic cover. We do have an affiliated link down in our
That was not planned, but it was perfect.
bio.
Once I was in it and I heard Felicia say that, I'm like, she better say it. She got it.
Of course, also don't forget 9 awesome colors to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
Go great with your mic here,
Mm-hmm.
podcast, streaming,
And I think
music,
I mentioned
whatever you're
last
using
week,
your mic for.
this piece is not from mic cover, it's from something else, but we're not going to talk about them because mic cover is the one we care about. Check it out, because look at this.
Yes, and I have my perfect purple here, one of
Mhm.
my favorite colors.
I got orange. Mine doesn't look orange because of the filter I put on the video, but let's see if I do this. Maybe it's a little easier. There you go. Now you can see it.
That's
And
what
we got our-
Jeremy's really looks like.
Yeah, but I put a little studio light on mine because it makes it look a little better. But yeah, totally check it out, miccover.com, or if you can go in the link description below, you can use our affiliate link. We get a little kickback. Also, don't forget Magic Candle Company, 15% off, and W Energy for 10% off. So we don't forget for both of those.
Yes, go on ahead.
These places are awesome.
Use those.
Or yeah, so we don't forget. might cover. At some point, we're in talks of maybe, or not maybe, we will at some point have them on the show. We're just working out some details as of right now. So shout
Yes,
out to
going
Ryan
through
for might
schedules and
cover.
everything.
You to goat. We still gotta get all that figured out, and we're also still working on some other stuff behind the scenes that doesn't involve the podcast, but it will involve these. I'll just dangle the
Yes.
carrot like that. That's it.
Always
Always working on
working on
something.
something. You know how we
2025
do.
is hopefully going to be the year of creativity.
I hope so.
Yeah, last year that was the plan, and then load of happened, and it did not happen. But that's
But
okay. That's okay.
things happen.
Yeah, right now the
So let us know
train's
what are
choo
some things
choo.
you're working on for this year.
Yeah, or what
It
are
could
some
be
video
something
games you're
little.
playing? And
Could be
comment
something
down
little.
below. I know I've asked before, but no one ever responds. If we should do like, oh, I think I asked it. If we should do an episode where we rank our like top Call of Duties and stuff like that, or like our top 5 video games.
And comment down below what
Mhm.
are some books you're reading.
That too.
I
I was
have
just
to
gonna say
say
this was gonna be the book segment what Felicia's been reading.
some people are so slow at this. And I'll read an amazing book and I'm like, oh my God, please read this. And I'm like, did you read it? I read like the first chapter. You guys suck. I saw someone
I'm
posted
sorry.
last night or this morning. I don't remember. And they were like, oh, just finished book 3 of 2025. And this morning I finished book 17 of
Damn.
2025.
That Kindle, man. That Kindle.
I have to charge it actually. It has 9%. Charge lasts a long time though.
That's good.
So I'm currently looking up a new book to start. You can give me your suggestions, but by the time this airs, I might be ready because I'll probably be done with the book I'm going to start today. So, yeah, I will be.
What book you starting today?
I don't know yet. I got to figure it out.
Would you just go on the Kindle app and figure it out, or?
Well, if I read one from an author I really like and I really like that book, I'll look and see if they have
Oh, plus you could use the library card
anything
too,
else.
which I
Yeah,
think
that's
we
true.
mentioned too a couple episodes back. But if you get a library card, you can check out digital books for free and audiobooks. I still need to look into that more. I got my library card, but I haven't got any books yet. I need to get back on that.
I had one, but then all the books I've wanted recently are all like popular, I guess, so they're all taken.
That makes sense.
And Brandon said he needs to read another book, but he can't because of how just emotionally drained he was from looking for Alaska.
I've been wanting to reread that, but I know how it makes you feel afterwards, and I'm like, I don't know. I still want to watch the series too. Felicia has not finished the series yet.
Because it's so I already know what's gonna happen and
It's
it's
a lot.
it's a lot.
It's very good though.
So I just read a book instead.
I would bring up comments, but the only comment we have is from our friends over at Auto Illusions, and they said our favorite podcast. So thank you.
No, thanks. Our favorite auto
Yep, we're still waiting
channel.
for a collab with them, but they haven't hit us back yet. So
No, I mean I don't know what they're thinking. I know one of their videos get taken down for dangerous activity. I'm not sure if they fixed it. They'd be doing dangerous stuff.
yep, let's go check them out. Auto Illusions everywhere. They finally got other social media too, so check them out.
Yes, check them out. And
Thought I heard
then-
Harley. She's not over by me.
No, she said she had things to do and places to go.
Yeah, after she got upset, after I yelled mustard, she said, "This guy."
Well, you did kind of yell it.
I apologize.
So comment down below. Tell us things you're working on, what video games you're playing, what books are you reading,
Mm-hmm.
or
Or even
Tatiana, like
even
what the
something you
hell?
want. Yeah, what the hell, Tatiana? Or even something you want us to discuss.
Well,
that
because
too.
Tatiana told me that one week she said, "Oh, I'm off this week. I can read this book," and I haven't heard from her.
That's unacceptable, Tatiana.
So I know you didn't read it because you would have said something about
Boom
it.
roasted.
So if you're online today, I'm gonna ask you about it, and you're gonna say, "Oh yeah,
I forgot about that. My bad. That's
what the
Tatiana.
hell? Just read the book, Jesus. It's not that hard."
No, you have an iPad. I told you just download it to the iPad. Bam, there you go.
Oh yeah, they have a Kindle, but they all share it. So
Yeah, well, that's why I told her to download it on download it on her iPad. Plus, then she has her. She was very happy. She got her library card and she turned 18, so she got the adult one. There was a
Ooh.
kids one. They said, "Oh, since you're 18, you can have this one." She said, "That's the one I want."
What's the difference?
One says kids on it and the other one doesn't.
Interesting.
So
Maybe
she
you
was very
can't
happy
check
about it.
out certain things.
Tatiana, also comment down below if you actually watch this. I don't know because you haven't commented. Comment down below how your driving is going because you got your permit.
I was
haven't heard anything
thinking about
recently.
that today, and I was like, I don't even know if she's went back out.
Neither do I. So comment down below. Let us know.
Yeah, Tanya, give us an update on your life because you never really say anything.
Yeah.
Or if anyone else wants to update on their life, you can go ahead and comment down below too.
Yep. I can
Yeah,
tell
I
you
seen
that
that on
we're
there.
Yeah, it's been bugging me. I've been trying to figure out where the hell it's at. There it goes. Yeah, still more pieces. Anyways, if you were wondering what that was,
More.
that was me trying to get the fuzzies and the cat hair off my microphone. Anyways, lost my train of thought. What the hell? It wasn't anything important, I don't think.
Wow, this
I hope
guy.
not. My bad.
He said no, it's just gonna be about the $1 million giveaway. But I forgot, so
Yeah, we'll have to discuss that a different week.
well, since you forgot, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let everyone know about us. Share us.
Send us something to our PO
Engage.
box. Hey, look at
Yeah.
that.
Whoa, my thumbs never work because I have weird. Hey, they finally worked. So make sure you do that and leave us a nice comment about something. We are So We Don't Forget. I'm Felicia.
And I am Jeremy.
Toodles.
Toodly doo.
So